Hello, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Ada is Okeke, and in today's video I'm just going to be sharing with you guys my labor and my delivery story. So this is 3 weeks postpartum for me. I gave birth on the 29th of October, and this is my first pregnancy. So this experience was really life changing for me, and it has really been life changing for me. And I think it's a story that is worth being told. So if you want to know about my labor and delivery story, please keep on watching this video. The entire labor process for me started on Sunday, which is the 27th of October. So it was actually quite funny because we went to church and like there was no sign. So I went to church and I went back home, and my due date actually is supposed to be on the 30th of October. And before then already I'd been telling my baby like, look, please come out before, because I don't want you to come out in November because my birthday is in November. So on that 27th, after church, I was at home, and the usual curious expectant mom, I just decided to Google signs of labor starting, and they were like, you see your mucus plug, and you can get your bloody show and all those. So I was like, okay, I've not seen anything, so I guess labor is not starting. Maybe this will like enter into November, but no problem. Then after googling, I went to ease myself, right? And that was when I saw my bloody show and my mucus plug like together, and I was like, oh my god, like what just happened, like oh my god. Then I went and I googled again. I was like, okay, I have seen my mucus plug and my bloody show, so how long after this does labor start? And I saw labor could take a few hours to days, and I was like, okay, well, maybe it's going to actually take days. So I thought it was going to take days before I actually like go into labor, and boy was I wrong. So I saw the mucus plug like around 2 p.m. thereabout, and like going to 3 past 3, I started feeling cramps, like menstrual cramps. They were a little bit more intense, and they were like stretching out for a while and continuous. Because I thought it was actually Braxton Hicks contractions. These are false contractions that just helps your body prepare for the main labor. So I thought that's what they were, but then it kept coming back after like every 7 minutes. It kept coming back, and I downloaded an app called I think Contractions or Contraction Time. I can't remember, but a YouTuber recommended it. Dinah Equipment, I think she recommended it, so I downloaded it and I used it to track, and I saw that they were coming every 7 minutes. So I was like, boy, it looks like I'm going to labor. So the feeling, I was both excited, I was terrified at the same time, because I didn't know what to expect, what I was going to like go through or whatever. So throughout that evening, the labor kept on, the contractions kept on coming. Then later, because my husband went out, so when he came back, I told him, look, I think my labor has started, or it's starting. And he was like, great, we are ready, so we can go to the hospital anytime. But our doctor advised us not to come to the hospital so soon, especially for first-time pregnancies, because the labor tends to be extended and longer. So we decided to just wait it out, then maybe go to the hospital the next day. So in the night, boy, the contractions increased. It increased, like it was painful, like it was more painful than the normal, actually than my normal menstrual cramps. It was quite painful. I couldn't sleep throughout the whole night. I was awake, and each time the contractions came, like I just had to either kneel down or hold something or whatever. So I was even scared. I was like, oh, maybe this baby is going to come before the next day. Like, God, please, I don't want to have my baby in the house, that kind of thing. So we stayed. I told my husband, let's not go to the hospital. So we stayed till around 5 a.m. in the morning. That was on Monday morning, and I was like, I can't take this anymore. Please, let us go to the hospital so that the doctor will check before I have this baby in the house, everything. So we went to the hospital, early in the morning, like around 6 or so thereabout. We were already in the hospital. So the nurses there checked, and then they told me I was only 4 cm dilated. I was like, okay, because I don't know, I didn't know anything. I was like, okay, that's good. That means I'm making progress. She was like, no, actually, you have to, if you have to go and start walking around and get busy so that this labor will progress. I was like, okay, no problem, I'll do it. So I went, they gave us our room. So I started walking around, going up and down the staircase, everything. So while I was doing all that, they called me back for another, after a few hours, they called me back to be checked again. And then they said I was only 5 cm dilated. I was like, after all these hours, oh my god. Then I went back again. After a few hours again, they called me back again and checked and said I was 6 cm. Then the main doctor came and checked again. I was like, no, she's not 6 cm. She's still about 5 cm. By then, like the whole of Monday had already gone. I think that was like Monday evening already. So I noticed that the contractions were no longer coming as frequently as they were coming before. They were coming, but like it would be a while before it would come back again, and then it would stop. So I was like, why? Why? I thought the contractions were supposed to get more intense and intense and intense till you have the baby. So why is it stopping? And I was like worried. So we met the nurses, but that was by Monday night, right? So we met the nurses because we were already worried at that point, and they were like, okay, it seems like your labor is no longer progressing. So the doctor advised or told the nurses to do augmentation. Now augmentation like is where they give you I think some medicine or something, but it's through the drip to help make the labor progress faster. And by the time they gave me that augmentation, I was already worn out because I'd been having contractions like almost the whole of Sunday and then Monday, and I was tired. And I ate actually because the nurses advised me to eat, so I ate, but I couldn't eat so much. So anyway, then I was asked to move into the labor room, and then they started the augmentation process. That was on Monday night. That was in the night, maybe around 8 or so in the night. So they started the augmentation process then. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, so when they started the augmentation process, that's actually when I realized that every other thing we have been doing then was just a joke. Like I've been playing since. That was actually when the labor started. It was terrible. It was horrible. It's the most painful and excruciating experience I ever felt in my entire life. Okay, I thought I was going to die. Literally, I thought I was going to die. I was so scared. I just kept thinking to myself at that point, is this actually what every other woman goes through? Because I just felt I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't go further. And this augmentation lasted again for hours because I finally had my baby at 1:45 a.m. So like it was so bad. I was in pain. Nurses asked me to lie down. They didn't want me to stand or sit or whatever. They just asked me to lie down, and I just laid there changing sides. It was so painful. Every contraction was so painful. I had to hit the wall. They said we shouldn't scream because you are screaming away your strength, but I didn't care at that point. I just kept shouting, God, 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 Jesus, Jesus, please help me. It was so, 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 so excruciating, honestly. I was so scared. I was so scared. So, after a while, like around 12 or so, the doctors came to check again, and then they said, I'm making progress, I'm 8 cm, but I have to wait again till I am 10 cm, because 10 cm is when you can actually push your baby when the baby crowns. So we had to wait again for another till like around one something, and then they were like, okay, wow, you've made progress, it's 10 cm. Okay, first let me just say the checking, because I'm saying they checked and I was 10 cm apart. Oh, okay, they checked. If you've not had a baby, if you've had a baby, you know what it means that they checked, okay? Because the nurses will actually put their entire, they actually have to put their entire 5 fingers in your, your vagina. Yeah, they have to put their entire 5 fingers there, and if it all enters, then that means it's I think 10 cm or so. And I don't know, this nurse is like, whether they don't know that it's somebody's body, like the way they just put their hand there, like, I'm like, that one is just another thing on its own, like the checking parts, the checking parts before the labor, like everything about the labor process is just really a labor process, because it's, I don't even know how to explain it. So anyway, finally, they checked and said I was 10 cm, but they were like, I should not push because my baby had now crowned, and like at that point I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't even wait for 1 second anymore. Like I was like, I just couldn't wait. I was like, I can't take it anymore. I have to push. I have to push. I want to push. I want to push. They're like, don't push. If you push, you tear and you make matters worse and what. But I already felt the urge, and like people say, right, labor feels, and that's actually how it feels. Like you need to take a huge dump. That's exactly how it feels, and that's why people actually take dumps in the labor room. So yeah, so that's actually how it felt. So I was like, I have to push, and they were like, don't push. I was like, how can I hold this? I need to push. And then the nurses finally checked and were like, okay, like by then I even started pushing, like I was already like and they were like, stop pushing, this woman, stop pushing. And then I tried, but obviously like I don't think it was working at that point. So they were now like, okay, your baby has crowned finally, okay, time to push. Then I saw these nurses bringing their knives and their scissors. I was like, oh my god, because I like all the time I asked people about pregnancy and they said they did episiotomy that is common. I was like, God, please, I don't want this episiotomy, I don't want it. Unfortunately, well, I got an episiotomy that day. And I'm sure that I was not given any anesthetic or anything, because like most times they won't give you because they're actually even rushing to like get the baby out and like make everything go fast, and they already feel that the pain you are feeling is going to cover the pain of the episiotomy, so they'll just give you anyway. So yeah, they gave me the episiotomy. I actually knew when they gave me the episiotomy, but all that I could think about was I need to push this baby out. Like I didn't like the pain didn't matter so much anymore. I just wanted to get relief. I just wanted to feel relief at that point. So finally after the episiotomy, they were like, okay, now you can push. And they were like, you have to hold, they told me to hold my like bend my knees, you know, the way like you lie down, like raise your legs and bend your knees, and then use your hand to hold your legs. And then they said as I should push like with everything that I have, and then I pushed, and the head of the baby came out. And then they said, or they were saying that the cord, like the cord of the my cord was around the baby, the cord of the placenta. So the nurses, thank God for them, they were so helpful and really nice and caring. So they took care of the cord, removed the cord from the baby's neck, and asked me to push again. And then I pushed finally, and the baby came out. So I had my baby in 2 pushes, and once the baby came out, like all I could think about was, is she all right? Is she okay? Like, will she cry? Like, none of the pain mattered. Like, all I just wanted to know was my baby okay? And it was just like the most beautiful moment, honestly, in my life. And yeah, shout out to my husband. He was there in the labor room from the beginning to the end, and he was really supportive. I don't know how I would have done it without him. He was really supportive. He held my hand, because sometimes I was like, hold me, and he held my hand, and he just kept talking me through it and everything, and it was so sorry for me. So yeah, after having my baby, the baby was actually tired, because due to the long labor and everything, like she was already in distress. That's actually why they had to rush and do the episiotomy and everything. So they had to hit her. She cried, thanks be to God, but she was tired, so she didn't cry so much, but she cried. And then they started cleaning her up, and then the placenta delivery, they just drew out the thing and put it in the nylon bag, I think. So yeah, that's how it went. Then they had to give me the sutures for the episiotomy. That was also a terrible experience because the nurse said she gave me anesthetic, but I'm sure she didn't give me anything because I didn't feel anything. I know that she didn't give me. Okay, and you're just there and they are using thread and needle to just sew everything. It was painful. Like when they had finished, I was literally shivering. I just kept shivering. That whole night I just kept shivering. But I was so happy to see my baby. She is so beautiful, and everything was worth it. Everything was worth it. So after the sutures, we went up to the room with our baby. My baby was born at 3.1 kg, and she was born on the 29th of October at 1:45 a.m. So the whole experience just made me really grateful and respectful of doctors, nurses, midwives. Like the work they do is really a work of passion because it is not easy. It is not easy at all. Another thing, like the whole hospital, if I like, I don't know the hospital, but like nakedness was not a problem to me anymore. During when my labor, during the labor process, nakedness, like you wouldn't even care, like like everybody, I'm sure everybody saw everything. But we thank God for life, I thank God for the most beautiful gift that He has given me and my family, and I just thank Him for everything. I am so grateful for everything. So yeah, guys, that is my labor and delivery story. If you enjoyed this video, please do like, comment, share your own story, also share my story, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. I will be looking forward to interacting with you on this video and my other videos to come. So thank you guys for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.